this is a strange movie in that respect, because it kind of, it's like two different worlds, and you jump from one to the other, which is kind of part of the dichotomy or the duality of Sam, of the story, of everything, you know. It just, the movie opened up into something completely different, even for me, even playing Sam. It was like, oh yeah, and that happened. Oh yeah, and then there was Africa. I spent time on site at home in Pennsylvania, in his church. I watched him preach. I hung out in the neighborhood bars, you know, and the slaughterhouse for some reason. I don't know how we ended up there. Just trying to intimidate.
Wild night.
I woke up with a pig's head next to me in a note saying, "You better kill it. You better kill it." I'm like, "Oh boy." It's all in his eyes. I mean, there's a swagger, without a doubt. Then there's questions you ask. What did you wear? What was? How did you? You know, how did you find this? But really, it's watching the way he talks, and seeing how he feels about things. You know, how, you know, that sparkle in his eyes, and how it quickly becomes a tear. You know, there's so much going on in there, and you don't know what's coming next. When I walked in, he had the toothpick, and he's sitting back, like, you know, surrounded by his posse. You know, his family and his daughter and his friends who were preachers, and then just other friends in the family. So it was definitely, I was in his house, you know, there was no doubts about that, and he was enjoying that feeling, and the fact that Hollywood had come to him. Not that he was a great guest, I mean, a great host, but just kind of like sizing it all up, taking his time with things, you know, like chewing his toothpick, like, okay, nice to meet you, young fella. So you want to play me, huh? And at one point he put a gun down on the table. And I was like, okay, it's a gun. He's like, yeah, pick it up. It was like the deer hunter, you know? And then he was going to tell me to put it to my head or something. And I picked it up, and I'm just kind of looking at it, and I'm thinking, okay, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with it now. But and everybody keeps talking, and then I start moving it around, playing, and the other, like, everybody goes, no, whoa, wait, it's loaded. To this day, I don't understand why he was giving me a loaded gun.
So after Sam saw your portrayal of him, did he bring the gun out again?
He would have if I was in his house. I just don't know whether it was going to shoot me or to give me. But the writer, Jason, he did such a great job with this, you know, I mean, he gave more time than anybody to this, and going and hanging out with Sam, and, you know, and just digging in, really getting to know him. He went and screened it to Sam and his family, and he called me straight after. He was so excited. It was a great moment for me as well, you know, because he was so excited. And he said he loved it, he really got it. And he said, and Len had pulled him aside quietly at the end and said, he got him, he really got him. And that was a great moment for me. I mean, making movies it's very bizarre, because you do work really, not to sound like a whiny actor, but you do work really fucking hard. And you put in months and months, you know, sometimes up to like a year, and you often work 14-hour days, and you bust your balls, and you beat yourself up 6-day weeks a lot of the time. And it all comes down to, literally, for instance, my agent sometimes sees a screening before I do. It comes down to the first sound out of his mouth after he's seen that screening lets me know whether a year of my work was worth nothing, or whether a big, exciting journey is about to begin. Like this, how was it? Is he going to go, or is he going to go, hey, what? You know, and I've had many, and everything crashes in front of you, you know, it's very weird, because you also know you've got the next 6 months to sit and talk about that damn movie. It doesn't pretend that you think it's great.